We're all more likely to do things we don't want to do when there's something reinforcing after the non-preferred activity. So for example, if we get paid to do our jobs, then the likelihood that we'll do our job increases if money is reinforcing. So it's the same for the kids that we work with. That first then contingency is one of the first skills that we look for and want to teach. And we're going to talk about why it's so important. Hi, I'm Shira, and together with my partner Shayna, we're How To ABA. We're behavior analysts that create weekly content about how to teach kids with autism so that they make real progress, and we create shareable resources to make your job just a little easier. Today's topic is how to use the Premack principle, and if you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on new video releases. So the first then contingency, or the Premack principle, is something that I used a lot, especially when my kids were young. So a story that I tell often is my son used to really like watching the hockey game, which would start at 7 o'clock. And he used to not get home from school till probably about like 5 or so, because the school was a little bit far. And if he wanted to watch that hockey game, he knew that first he had to make his lunch for the next day, have dinner, shower, and do his homework, all in that amount of time to get to the hockey game at 7. And if I tell you how quickly he would race around the house in order to get all that stuff done before the hockey game, it really worked. And that's essentially the Premack principle. It says that if you want to make a less likely behavior more likely to happen, then you should put it before a behavior that's more likely. So first, do your homework, then you get to watch TV. And it's something that we use very often in our daily lives. I come home from work and I have to first do all the things that I need to do. I have to do my chores and put in the laundry and do the dishes and make my kids lunches for the next day. And then I get to relax and, watch my favorite shows. If I'd come home from work and turn on the TV is the first thing that I do, I probably wouldn't get anything else done because my motivation is gone. So I use that to motivate me to do the things that I really don't want to do as much, because then I get access to the things that I do want to do. But not only that, the Premack principle also states that it actually makes that less preferred item more preferred. So if I don't like broccoli, but every time I eat broccoli, it's followed by, my favorite drink or something, then I actually might start liking broccoli a little bit more. And this first then contingency is a skill that is so important for school readiness, for learning, for even something as basic as toilet training. When my kids were little, it was all based on this first then contingency. First, pee in the toilet, then you get chocolate. And what we're teaching our kids is that sometimes you have to first do something that you might not want to do in order to get access to the thing that you do want to do. And this is a basic lesson in life. Sometimes we have to do the less preferred thing in order to get access to the more preferred thing. And when we talk about kids going to school and learning those skills, it's really important that they have that contingency where first I have to come to circle time and then I get to go outside for recess, or first I have to complete my work and then I get to play and have fun. And this could be taught at any level. For some of our youngest kids, we might use a very basic first then visual and teach it very playfully. So if we're trying to teach play or social engagement, then we'll always want to incorporate that motivation, incorporate that what's in it for them. First, playing with something you might not prefer in order to get something that you do prefer. And so we're really trying to increase those skills and introduce new toys and new games by pairing it with something that they already do enjoy. So using that motivation is so important because it really helps teach skills that are so important in life. And then it could be shaped into longer expectations. So we'll start with a first do something and then you get something. And then as the kids get older, it could be shaped into, a daily schedule. And in their daily schedule, we've interspersed less preferred activities with more preferred activities, but making sure that that more preferred activity happens after a less preferred activity. So if their least favorite subject is science, then if science is on their schedule, then maybe right after they get to go to gym, so that gym comes after their less preferred. And that way we're hoping to increase the likelihood and the preference for the less preferred activity because we're pairing it with a more preferred activity. So click the link in and around this video to get your free first then board. And for more information on the Premack principle, click the link in and around this video or in the description to claim your free first then download. We also encourage you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos, and leave a like and comment below if you have further questions.